Here's the axe that really got me going on building axes. This axe isn't even sharpened. It came from Nova Scotia. It's the original handle. It's got baling wire as a strike guard, but it's just got this great profile, which you'll see here in a minute. This next axe is that is a high test 4.5 pound Tassie on a 32-inch Nova Scotia handle. So out of that axe from Nova Scotia comes the first handle. Very similar. I think the antique one, or the old one, is like closer to 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. But it's like a little laser beam. It splits. This is like the first axe build. This is one of my favorite axes. This is goes back a ways. You can see it has a little bit thinner of a profile. It's a Connecticut pattern. It still splits, but some of these axes that were made for splitting are just superior to it, and you'll see that in a minute. This is a Timber Pilot, and they're very similar. This is the one, the Connecticut is on the left, and the Timber Pilot is on a 28 as well. And here's another Timber Pilot. This is just a Hudson Bay. That actually, this is just out here to make a point at the end of the video. Okay, so here goes the Nova Scotia. Look at that thing. It's a beast. Now, it's getting bounced, but look at that. So, to me, this kind of underscores how important profile is of the actual axe itself. I mean, it gets after it. I did have to take this off, the head off, and do a little doctoring on it and wedge it up real good. But it doesn't fool around. It gets it done. So look at me do on my arm. I'm literally rubbing this on my forearm. If that was sharp, I'd be cut to ribbons. So that's how dull this axe is. But it's all about the profile mostly. Now, is a sharp axe useful? Absolutely it is. We'll get into that later, another video. But I mean, look at that. That's just a basic swing on that. Hitting that stump level. And you can see that my handle's level. So I'm hitting with the meat of the bit. Now, here we go with this Connecticut pattern. See how much stick it's getting? See how that thinner profile is just going in a little deeper than I want. This is still a nice axe to use. But see, it's just all sticky, sticky, sticky. And this is, by the way, this is green pin oak. It gets it done though. It's the handle really feels really nice. This is not my handle design. This is actually a handle that I copied a Chris Killinger handle just because I could, just to see the different, you know, how designs kind of transfer. And this is a really good design. Very comfortable and light. It gets it done though. It's not very sharp. It's sharp, but it's not as sharp as some of the other ones. Let's see, what do we have here? We still have the, we still have the Connie. Okay, here we have the high test. Look at that thing. Look at that thing just go. Now this isn't penetration because the blade's thin. This is penetration and separation, which is different than just the chopping axis. But you can see how once that goes in, it's actually pushing those wood fibers apart. And that's what makes the Tasmanian pattern such a great pattern. And it's why I borrowed heavily on the Tasmanian pattern for the timber pilots. And a 32 is not too bad. It's about as long as I would want to go. Well, really, the longest I would want to go would be 30 inches. But it gets it done. It's just such an amazing pattern. And my best guess is that Nova Scotia axe is some form of a Tasmanian pattern. It's a pretty old axe, though. It's not even on there straight. Look at that Tassie go to town. That's what I mean by tuning an axe. It's like when your axe is right, splitting wood is just so much fun. You can start making economy of motion and make just about every move at the wood pile count. Okay, so let's throw some wood on the pile. This is a really tight stump. It's got two stems growing inside the same stump, so it's really tight. This is the timber pilot. Finally got through. Really stringy and dense though. Come on. Slow down. Big old stone. This stuff stinks. Yuck. Okay, here's some close-ups that I've been meaning to get for a long time. Look at the penetration, but it's not only penetration, it's separation. It's actually pushing that stump apart. Now see, that was toe heavy. So in the end, take your time, be careful, and match your profile with your task. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next bit.